Hello everyone, my name is SITI HAFIZAH binti AZAMAN and today I'll be presenting about pigment dispersion syndrome glaucoma. What is pigment dispersion syndrome glaucoma? Pigment dispersion syndrome glaucoma is actually a combination of two conditions which are pigment dispersion syndrome and also pigmentary glaucoma. Pigment dispersion syndrome or PDS is an eye disorder which is characterized by excessive release and buildup of pigment granules from the iris into the anterior chamber. These pigment granules normally housed within the iris and does not pose any issues, but in PDS, the pigment granules are discharged into the anterior chamber where they may obstruct the fluid's regular flow. While pigmentary glaucoma or PG is a form of secondary opening angle glaucoma that can develop in individuals with PDS. Glaucoma is a group of eye disease characterized by progressive damage to the optic nerve, often associated with increased intraocular pressure. When pigment granules build up in the anterior chamber, they may obstruct the drainage channels by which fluid normally exits the eye, causing the rise in intraocular pressure. One of the abnormalities that are often associated with this condition is a narrow anterior chamber, reduced angle between the iris and the cornea, restricting the capacity for eye fluid drainage. The narrow angle might impede aqueous humor outflow, resulting in increased intraocular pressure. The other one is zonular abnormalities. Long anterior zonules are distinguished by zonular fiber that extend more centrally on the anterior lens capsule than is typical. Following pupillary dilatation, they appear as radially oriented thin lines that typically become colored due to rubbing against the posterior iris pigment epithelium, causing the pigment to flake off. The pigment then floats in the eye fluid and might clog the drainage system. Next, the sign for the disease. First one is we can see the vertical line of pigment on the posterior endothelial surface of the cornea, or also known as the Glaucoma spindle. This spindle normally does not harm the endothelial surface. Next one is the transillumination defect of the iris. When a light is shined on the iris, areas of the iris may appear to have gaps or show a moth-eaten appearance due to the loss of pigment. For the patient with PDS and PG, they may have the pigment that can dust the surface of their iris. Last one for the sign is the presence of schistoid, which is the deposition of pigment at the junction of the posterior zonules and vitreous phase. The last one is the symptoms. The first one is ocular pain and discomfort. Some individuals may experience pain or discomfort, particularly during physical activity. This can be due to the increased pressure and mechanical disturbance caused by the pigment granules. Next is blurred vision. Physical activities can cause iris and zonules to move quite a bit. Sometimes larger amount of pigment are released, leading to the temporary blur in the vision. Next one is peripheral vision loss or visual field loss. Over time, pigmentary glaucoma can cause peripheral vision loss, which may progress if left untreated. Initially, this loss may not be noticeable as the central vision is usually preserved until the later stage of disease. The last one is seeing halos around the light. In some cases, no symptom may present, and the condition may only be detected during a routine eye examination. This is a list of references, and thank you for listening.